Alright, so we're now at Balham station, a station located on the southern part of the Northern Line. And the station has two island platforms, and passengers can change here for national rail services, but operated by Southern. Right, and you got these wonderful roundels here on the platform, and even you got one that's like right above, and you got this wonderful clock, classic clock, and you got a train from Morden. Alright, so this train is now departing for Morden.
Northern Line, the next train to Morden will arrive in 1 minute. Next station, to left.
Alright, so this is the train I'll be getting on, which will head towards Morden again.
Northern Line, the train you are approaching is to Morden. Please stand back from the platform edge.
I'm standing back on the platform edge. Alright, so here's a train for Morden. Alright, so we're now here at Tooting Broadway station, another station which has one of these large roundels with this big blue bar.
Next train to Morden will arrive in 2 minutes.
Yes, and you even got a classic way out sign, and the next stop heading south would be Collier's Wood, then South Wimbledon, where you change for the trams, I think Morden Road or Merton Park, and then it's Morden, the southernmost point on the tube. Alright, so here's another train for Morden.
Mind the gap, please.
Alright, now the train is departing for Morden. Alright, stopping at Collier's Wood, South Wimbledon and Morden.
Northern Line, the next train to Morden will arrive in 2 minutes. Next station, Collier's Wood.
Right, now you got at many tube stations you got the advertisements on the walls here, and I absolutely love this one, but this is only for a limited while. So you got a Jack Daniel's Make It Count advertisement there, which is a number 7 brand, and you got a Lily's Kitchen, proper food for dogs, and the dog it's showing is actually a Bichon. And then here you got a Frozen, the West End musical, at the Theatre Royal Drury in the City of London. But in the West End, so that means like, say, Mayfair, for example. And we're currently waiting for the next train to Morden, which will come soon.
Northern Line, the train now approaching is to Morden. Please stand back from the platform edge.
Alright, so now the train is arriving for Morden. And it's all trains on this platform here are for Morden. Alright, so, and you can see the lights in the tunnel, and that means it's coming. Right, so now the train is leaving for Morden, calling at Collier's Wood, South Wimbledon and Morden. Yeah, we got a train coming in for Morden. Right, so we're here at South Wimbledon station, which is one stop before Morden station, which is the end of the line, and here, this is the final roundel at the station, which actually mentions the suburb of Merton. And here is the train which is now departing for Morden. Yes, and you see the platform is really curved here at the station, and so the announcements on board the train say mind the gap. Yes, and so here is the final roundel that I mentioned earlier, and this very scary cross passage links to the other platform, but we're not going to go down there. Okay, we are going to go down there at least. Right, so this cross passage is actually really scary because it's not really lit up properly. And here's the northbound platform. Yeah, so here's the northbound platform of South Wimbledon. Yeah, as it's near Wimbledon and it's south, it makes sense to call it South Wimbledon. Yeah, and anyway, we got just a few advertisements here. We got the Jack Daniels, the Lily's Kitchen, and also, instead of Frozen, they actually added a TFL thing. Kids under 11 travel free, do more of what you love, tube with bus or train it. Hashtag let's do London. And there's absolutely no one on this platform but us. The train will now leave for Morden. Okay. Its final stop will be Morden.
Northern Line, the next train to Morden will arrive in 2 minutes.
Right, so, and you got the northbound platform through this corridor here. Right, you got a train heading for High Barnet via Bank. I'm waiting for...
Please stand back from the platform edge.
Alright, so this is the train I'll be taking down to Morden. And then after this one, it's a 4-minute wait, and I think a 10-minute wait. Oh no, a 7-minute wait actually. And then the next one 10 minutes. So every 3 minutes on this section. It's like 23 trains an hour on this section. The train takes a while to stop, and it has Spanish solution boarding here because we're arriving into the middle platform. Yes, you see both platforms open, so which means I can do something really classic here. So that means I can just walk in the train and then leave again. Forget. A perfect way for crossing between the platform. Alright, so anyway, we're going to be heading up soon, but first we'll just head a bit to the middle of the platform. Now, at a terminating underground station, it's really important to remember which platform the first train will leave from. So you need to make sure, you have to keep that in mind. And wow, I love this part of the station. And you got a rather old-fashioned lift here. Right, and you got the northern end of the platforms, and then you got the tunnel portals over there, and the tunnels actually last for 17 miles. I think that might be the longest tube tunnels on the network, like where you could get without a phone signal. Yeah, and Morden is served as part of Night Tube, but all trains on the Night Tube would head via the Charing Cross branch and not the Bank branch. It would be best if they added the Bank branch onto this, so because people would head through the city actually, and the only Night Tube line through the city is the Central line, and yeah, but it's really bad not having the Bank branch. Yeah, you got this train leaving first. You have to keep that in mind about the first train leaving from Morden. And you got an abandoned platform here. Platform 1, that's abandoned. And it's not used anymore. It's been turned with flower pots in a garden. And immediately you got the next train, and it'll come on this platform. Yeah, and yeah, Morden is a station where you got the plunger thing that I talked about at Brixton. It says High Barnet on the destination board. Alright, so let me do that Spanish solution boarding technique again by heading through the train and then out again. Yes, and even at a terminating station, you got the destination boards showing which platform the train will leave from, and this train here is ready to leave next because it's on platform 5, I think. I'm not too sure if this is platform 5. Yeah, this is platform 5. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and yeah, this one is the middle platform where I did that Spanish solution boarding technique. And the only other classic example where you can find this is at Stratford on the Central Line platforms. Yes, I was correct. Oh dear, it looks like someone missed their train. But don't worry, there's another train in 5 minutes. And then it dives into the tunnels, and then until East Finchley, all the way on the other side of London. We'll travel for 17 miles underground. I'm not sure what that is in kilometers. I'll have to check later on Google. Alright, I think, yes, and you got a train coming in from, I think, Edgware. It'll close the platform 4 doors and then the platform 3 doors. Alright, this train is bound for Edgware. Right, so we're now going to head upstairs up to the concourse. Oh my goodness, just look at this. And there is a lift, and okay, you got the middle platform here. Alright, so, and you'll notice the doors opening on both sides. Barking actually used to have this too, but when the London Overground was extended to Barking Riverside, the Spanish solution boarding there ceased to exist. Sad. And we'll head this way. Yes, and that way there actually heads to the lift area. And people only come here if they want step-free access. So this corridor here actually heads to the lift. And this used to be a area which could take you to platform 1, but that does not exist anymore. And we have to head to the bus station. Morden? Trams. Alright, and you got a magnificent chandelier at the entrance to the station. And here you actually got a big poster which talked about the demand for an extension further south than Morden, all the way down to Sutton station with a stop at North Cheam. That station would be located right next to where Sainsbury's is today. And here you got Morden bus station, and it's served by many buses. Even a bus from Epsom takes you here. And I don't usually travel on that bus because I usually take the Southwestern from Epsom, and head to Wimbledon on the District line, and head into London that way. So yeah. Alright, so the bus station serves multiple bus routes heading all the way further south than Morden does, and you even got buses heading over to Sutton, like this one here. I think that's an electric bus, so it made a very weird sound. And then you got this bus heading for Wimbledon, and so much more. So actually, I've found out a good way where you can actually view Morden Station from the car park. So you have to head through this alleyway right next to Apollo House, and then go through this side entrance, next to this side entrance, which you can't use anymore. And then, okay, I have to find where that car park is. Okay, it's this way. Oh my goodness. Right, and so right next to the car park, which is somewhere that way, and you got this multi-story car park here too. I'm not sure what this is used for, but you have to use the Ring Go app to actually pay for this parking. And you can hear the trains down below. And so here you can actually view the tunnel portal close up if you actually have to peer over the wall, but I can't do that because I'm not tall enough. Ooh, you got the whistle of a train. And you can view the tunnel portal down below, but you can't actually see the trains. But you can't see the trains down below. And here you got a Morden Station car park. And then you got a shot through the fence of Morden Tube Station. And so here is Morden Station car park. It's really small for a terminus station on the tube. And anyway, you got Morden station down below. The train is pulling out of the tunnel. Right, so I just walked along the main road here, and I turned left, and I'm now on this side road known as Morden Court. And then you got this footbridge here, and there's something interesting if you're above this footbridge. Yeah, it's really steep, so I'll walk slower. Pretty steep. It's really steep. Steep. Okay, we're up here. Alright, and if you come along this way, you can see the Northern Line depot here. So through the grills, you can see the Northern Line depot here. Yeah, and all of the trains are inside the depot in the maintenance facility. It's wonderful to see a train in a maintenance centre. On a tail-light shot. You got all of the trains are currently inside the depot, so which means you're not able to actually see it. But this way leads towards Morden on the other side. People are just doing a bit of track work. Anyway. And you got the Morden Mosque located over there, and behind that is actually a Thameslink station known as Morden South, and that could have been a stop on the Northern Line down towards Sutton, which I'll explain about in another video. I come along, and you can see if the Northern Line was meant to be extended further, two of these tracks could actually could be used for trains that are still in service to head back underground and head towards Cheam and Sutton, and possibly even to Epsom too, which is really interesting. And this, I hope this footbridge doesn't go. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any way to see the Northern Line depot. But it's really good to see a depot on a footbridge. All right, so now I'm going to be heading over to Balham and back home. Come on, Morden, let's go. And I think this train heads to Mill Hill East via Bank, one of the rare services from Morden.